gonna call in Streeter. I know he got some things he want to talk about. Oh man, he got some things he might want to talk about. Streeter, what's going on?
That's a lot, man. That's y'all talking about what y'all didn't like.
So what parts did you like? What parts did you like about the game then?
All right, so listen, we had our own tournament yesterday, War Ready. So I was busy yesterday, so I watched some of it. Then I watched the condensed game, and what was confusing to me was that people on the message boards were saying like, man, just fight Manny now. I talked to other people, they were kind of mad, so I had to go back and check the scores to make sure we won. Because I was like, I know we won. See, because my thing was, I thought we was going in this game thinking that, okay, after a loss, we usually have a hangover, and that loss turned into a loss. So when I saw that they were winning, when I was glancing at the game, right, I saw that they was winning. I'm thinking we straight. Okay, all right. So they gonna get out of this. They're not gonna make one loss turn into two losses. They're gonna get out of here. Because I'm up in Lakeland, Florida, in the second day of our tournament. So I wasn't down there at the game this week. So I go to read the message boards after the game and look at Brown, and I talked to Twan, and they were like, nah, man, we weren't happy with that, man. We had 28 rushing yards. But you know what, Twan, it's funny. Cam Harris first rush was like 12 yards. So he only ended up with
16 more yards? Like he only rushed 16?
Right. That's amazing. So my perspective was that, okay, man, they finna take a loss and then come back and get a win. That's an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fall apart. Yay. But man, whatever y'all saw yesterday, like you called me and was like, man, nah, man, I'm going off on a team tomorrow. Heck no. Whatever. My question is, what is it that you saw?
What I seen was the execution on both sides of the ball. Obviously, defense came back and played a lot better. We only gave up 22 yards rushing on defense. Defensively, we're not playing the flats at all. Like, how is these players catching the ball in the flats and making plays? That's ridiculous. Like, our linebackers are in place. We got Amari Carter covering a receiver, which is like beyond me. I don't even know how that even is possible. He's sending blitzes that are recognizable. Like we sitting at the bar watching the blitz come, and I say, look at the blitz. Like, look, he's literally standing there, and they looking at the blitz. Like, how, it's so easy to recognize.
You see it.
Yeah, it's so easy to see it offensively. They did it again. Oh man, we gonna put 7 in the box. Y'all ain't gonna run the ball on us, and we gonna make y'all beat us throwing the ball. We keep throwing these vertical routes. It ain't working. We not running no crossing routes. We ain't doing no type of screens. It's like what are we doing? What are we not doing to execute that other teams are doing? And it's obvious that like every team that plays us is saying, man, look, they can't beat us this way, so let's just play this way and force them to beat us. I don't see them making adjustments during the game. It's like, okay, we keep getting the ball and coming out there doing the same thing over and over. That's what I've seen.
But that game was never like never close. Like, I never thought that they was gonna lose that game. And then you look around college football, and you got North Carolina down to Florida State, what, 31-3?
North Carolina, yeah, they losing. Notre Dame losing to Louisville. It was like 7-6. But then before Notre Dame came back and scored, Bama just beat the hell out of Georgia. Clemson is like 50-something to 7. The funny thing is, Georgia Tech scored first. It was 7-0. So next you know, man, Clemson ran the score up 73-7. Like, they literally scored 73 unanswered points.
Yeah, they obviously on another level, man.
So I mean, you know, the ACC is down. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's down, but it's wide open because North Carolina obviously lost. Our next opponent we play is Virginia. They lost. Yeah, yesterday game, it wasn't close, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Like, we could have really beat them. We could have blew them out worse. And what I was saying earlier is now we're going to have to start winning with style points, because if Notre Dame lose one game to Clemson, you know, we all know they're going to force Notre Dame in the championship game. So now we got to win with style points. And yesterday was not style.
They picking the top 2 teams, right?
Yeah, they're going to pick the top 2 teams.
But Notre Dame almost lost to who yesterday?
Louisville.
Caneville? Oh, man, well, yeah, I'm not worried about them going undefeated.
I mean, they still Notre Dame, and they ranked in the top 5, I think, something like that.
Right?
And they got to play Clemson.
Oh, they already beat Florida State.
Yeah, they blew Florida State out. They got to play North Carolina too. So that's what we really got to hope, that North Carolina could probably beat them, and then we go beat North Carolina. So how did you feel about the linebacker play yesterday? Did you think it got better, or it's still like, well, I mean, I feel I'm still winning.
They playing Brooks, and Flag seemed to be flying around like a superhero. Boy.
Yeah. Brooks, when they got Brooks and Flag out there, it seemed like, man, the defense plays a lot better with them two out there instead of 53 and 44.
What are they just giving? They giving them more snaps now. It look like they getting more.
Yeah,
reps.
they giving them more. And that's one thing I don't like about the style. As far as rotating, like we rotated linebackers during the drive. I never like, I don't. That's not normal. You normally let them play that drive, and then you switch up after that drive. That's like, I mean, I don't know what that's about, but they did that yesterday.
Any on the other side of the ball, any get a wide receiver?
Nah, no, the wide receivers ain't. I mean, Mike Harley caught the one pass for 38 yards for a touchdown. That's it. Pope caught a screen. I think he took it for like 8 or 9. Wiggins dropped the pass. Keyshawn Smith he had a bomb he couldn't caught. The man really put his arm down before he was able to put it up. That's a flag that they didn't call. That's about it. Them two positions, linebacker and receiver, just worried me so much, because it's like, we got the young guys, let the young guys play. If the older guys aren't producing, and it's like they still just, okay, we're gonna start the older guys, but we'll get the younger guys in. Okay, whatever. But
right. I mean, offensively, did Brett Lashley did he show you a bounce back game, or did it feel like it sputtered a little bit?
Nah, yeah, he didn't show me a bounce back game. He just basically just came out with a basic offense. The tempo still didn't look like it was picking up. I don't know if he don't have no crossing plays. Like we not running any crossing plays. Every time we scored, the Cam scored, it was in the middle. Mallory scored, it was in the middle. He has to know, like, the middle is open. But I don't know what he's looking at.
You got to kind of look at it like this too. Like, every time Darren King gets sacked, or every time he tuck and run, I mean, you got to ask yourself, what play was that? Just like last week when everybody was saying that they didn't run the ball with Cam Harris, right? And he was basically like, yeah, there was a lot of calls to run the ball, but it didn't develop like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, King took some sacks that were on him, obviously. He got to either get rid of the ball or didn't run it. He kept the ball in his hand a lot longer than he normally does.
That probably looked like it's collapsing pretty fast, though, bro.
It does. Yeah, here go another thing. We keep rotating offensive line. One old line gonna start this week, and then the next week another one start. I don't know what's going on. Why do we do that?
We always, but that's normal for us, ain't it?
And it's been a normal bad thing for us. Then we gotta stop it. Like, get you 6 guys who can play offensive lineman and let them run it. the rest of the year. Stop with this, keep rotating back and forth. Hopefully, man, Devon Donaldson come back because we definitely need him. We definitely need him. We need him.
Next year?
No, this year. He was actually out there working with the team yesterday when they went on the field. He just ain't he just ain't suit up, but he's out there working. They say he can come back like later on in the year, which hopefully he does.
I think we need to step back. I think it's all a work in progress. I think we all kind of jumped out there too fast. Everybody except Torn, except on the back. It's a work in progress, man. I think they learn each other and they growing together. Even Lashley and King, and they dealing with stuff. And I just think it's gonna take some time, man. We was kind of excited. We thought they could play with Clemson, and we were like, oh man, they still Clemson's little brother.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna take time. Obviously, we didn't have a spring for them to gel together. We didn't have a summer for them to gel together. So, first shift, new system. Everybody's trying to still figure out, what I'm saying, the strengths of what we have for this offense. But we 5 games in. Somebody and the offensive coordinator have to figure out. They should know by now. Okay, well, this play I know I can run it and it's gonna work no matter what. A receiver have to know, man, if he throws the ball, I'm going to catch it. I don't care who's guarding me, what I'm going to catch. It's like we still ain't figuring that out. It's something I don't know. I don't know if it's confidence or big. I don't know. Like you can see King trying to force the ball to players,
right.
But they not making plays. So I don't put it all on him. You know what I'm saying? As a quarterback, you try to get the ball to your players who can make a play, and they not doing it. So obviously, got to figure out something. I mean, we 5 games in, and then apparently we just played 2 of the best defensive teams in the nation, Clemson and Pittsburgh. So, all right.
Right, Manny said that they were better than Clemson after the game.
Statistically, they have been better than Clemson, but they not better than Clemson, obviously. Statistically,
how did Pittsburgh running back Vincent Davis run?
We shut their running game down. They only had 22 yards rushing. We shut them down. Like they couldn't do nothing.
One thing.
Huh?
So Vincent Davis didn't do anything. Vincent Davis played for Cardinal Gibbons. He's from Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes.
Yeah. They were saying it yesterday on TV. And then Mahomes was like, man, he told me who that was.
Yeah, he looked like he ain't grown. He looks small though. Phillips almost threw him in the front row.
Oh yeah. When he slung him down, he got back up, and then Bubba Bowden cleaned him up at the end.
So he didn't do nothing yesterday. That's my little guy though, man.
Nah, yeah, they running game was bad. They did nothing running on us at all.
I remember his senior year, right? They were supposed to be better. They were supposed to be good. And Miami Central came to Cardinal Gibbons to play them, right? And before the game, that was the game when Central coach was doing the prayer. He was like, "Oh God, can you excuse me?" Hell, they think they are. Shoot guns at us, right? So, Cardinal Gibbons was ranked higher than Central. This is when Central had the Haitian running back that went to FIU, and they had, I think this was the same year that Caneville was really, really good. And the Central all Cardinal Gibbons at their own field, like would not come out the locker room. Cardinal Gibbons was waiting on the field. You know what I'm saying? It was surreal because I'm like, y'all are home. How y'all letting them show y'all up at their home? So Central comes out the locker room. Come on, walk. They got them past Cardinal Gibbons. and they walk up to Cardinal Gibbons. They kind of get into it a little bit. In that moment, Cardinal Gibbons lost the game. They beat Cardinal Gibbons. Bro. I'm serious.
Intimidation.
Like, they jumped out on Cardinal Gibbons. I mean, they said for something like that.
Intimidation.
Right. It's almost like that's those city kids. It's like you got to be able to deal with it. And Central fought back, came back. The boy kept, I forget the little skinny boy name with the Marshall, kept throwing the ball. But after the game, I talked to Vincent Davis, right? I said, dog, you straight? He said, yeah, man. He said that was humbling, is what he said. Like basically that was a humbling experience. And I don't know what he really meant by that, because you played for Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. You played against fast talent before. But I guess they thought that they were better than they really were and got beat by a team that was supposed to be mediocre but still ended up being better than them.
Yeah, well.
But that's my little guy, man. I've covered him. I got videos of him. Youth football, scrimmaging against Pasadena, PPO versus Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. I got all type of video of Vincent Davis, but he hasn't grown a lot. You know what I'm saying? He still looked like he would look when he was a freshman in high school.
Well, we got some receivers that's on our team that haven't grown either. I mean, the boys look little, man. Like I mean, hey, they're what it is, man. We got it good.
Repo do anything yesterday? Did he catch a punt?
Yeah, he didn't muff anything. That's what he did yesterday. He caught every punt. Our punter, man, booted like a 65-yarder. Like, he was on like the 5-yard line and he booted it all the way to like the 10 or something, or the other side of the field.
So looking for it, man. We got Virginia, right? We got Virginia at Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia's not that good.
No, they're not good, sure.
But the ACC is really, really weird, man. You saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
Florida State whooping North Carolina behind and then almost give back all the money at the end of that game.
Yeah, I mean, North Carolina don't have no defense. They all offense. You know, they focus so much on Sam Howell. They focus so much on their receivers, their running backs, and their defense is really trash. Like, and it's Florida State. You know what I'm saying? They do recruit good. So I mean, yeah, Florida State is bad, but they still recruit good. They got some players who could play. They was up for the challenge yesterday. As you see, they won the game. Yeah, the ACC is weird. It's any given Saturday in the ACC, like literally.
Right. So listen, man. In Lakeland, we got War Ready tournament. It's like a 6U to 14U tournament. We're gonna have a national tournament in Okeechobee in November. You and Twan got to get out there and come. So that's why I'm on the phone. I'm up here in Lakeland. We got day 2 today. We'll have some championship games today. But before I get out of here, X, listen. Where do you see this going with the wide receivers? Like, do you foresee that they're just going to start playing? They're just going to start playing the young guys. I think they're going to stick with what we got.
I mean, I think we're going to stick with what we got, but I think they're working them in. They're working their ways in, like, throughout the game. They're going to stick with what we got, obviously, with Wiggins, Pope, and Harley. But you can see, like, they're using Keyshawn Smith. They're using Redden. They're using Peyton. They're getting them in the game, stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, and then even with that, you know what I'm saying, like, even the freshmen, they're getting in there, they're looking a lot better, but they still aren't making the plays, you know. So as of now, I think we're going to stick with what we got until somebody go out there and separate themselves from the other. And
so you think we're going to stick with the old guys?
Yeah, we're going to stick with the old guys. And yesterday you could tell Lashley was trying to figure stuff out because he didn't have Brevin Jordan. You know, you don't got your safety blanket who you know gonna make a play. So now he's trying to figure a lot of stuff out. Obviously, Will Mallory caught 2 touchdown passes yesterday.
Right.
So as of now, our go-to guys are the receivers and the running back out the backfield. But other than that,
and King.
So yeah, we're gonna stick with what we got. Virginia, they not as good defensively at all with as far as the last 2 teams we played. The offense could play some, so that's gonna be a challenge for the defense next week. You know, we offensively we might go out there and destroy the scoreboard, but hopefully our defense don't give up as much points or yards this week.
Right. All right, I'm about to get out of here and go take a nap, man. Y'all go ahead and wrap it up or finish doing what y'all are to do, man. But listen, they got a win yesterday.
We got the win. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right. And usually we see a loss after a loss, and they got a win yesterday, so they fighting through it. And all you can do is go to the next game, bro. Because I have advanced, I have to go and say it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna go take a nap, man. Y'all go ahead and wrap that thing up. Or do whatever it is y'all about to do. I got a long day ahead of me.
Hey man, I'm just now recovering a little bit from all my weekly rituals.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, Twan, I asked this man what he doing this week, right? We done dropped this. I'm thinking he's selling shirts, right? It's like 3 days after his birthday. I say, X, what's up? What you doing, man? I'm partying, man. I said, what you mean about partying? Partying with who? Some girls. I said, some girls? He talking about, yeah, I'm just going places with girls. I'm like, man, this man a pimp or something, man. What's up this man, man? Ain't never had no birthday like that. Last a week. Twan, you ever celebrate your birthday a week with strippers? No, I ain't think so. Only pimps do stuff like that, ain't it?
Hey man, that's undisclosed information right there, sir.
Well, it's out there now. Twan, don't cut none of that. Put it all out there.
Yeah, but we got them Rooster shirts. Yeah, we got to discuss this week who gonna be player of the game because we won, so it's a player of the game this week. I got a couple names I want to put out there.
Rubber Bowden?
I mean, it's almost every week with him. But yeah, we during the week, man, when we go live, we'll probably put the name out there.
All right.
You know, so yeah, right. Man, that streeter, he out. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gone, and that's X.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all like and share and become members, man. Join, become a member. Like this, it's not about y'all giving us $16. That's not about that. It's about y'all supporting boys in the hood that's building something and y'all being a part of it. It's more so about that than, man, ain't getting them niggas no $6, $8 no money. Niggas ain't getting my money. They ain't better than 247. It ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? Either you support what we do or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And so it's more so about the support. Sometimes when I go to football games, I don't have to pay, but if it's for the high school football team, I pay anyway. It's about the support. So y'all support what we do. Hit the join, hit the subscription button, and the last thing, you got to turn your YouTube notifications on. Yeah, if your YouTube notifications not on there, you're not gonna get an alert. You're not gonna get anything. So do that for us, man. We're gonna get up out of here. We what, 3-1?
4-1. We 4-1. We rolling.
And who we working on, man? We working on James Williams. We working on Willie Williams to get him on the show, right?
Yeah. We're gonna bring Vaso. We're gonna bring Vaso back on the show.
We're bringing Vaso back. We're gonna bring Mitchell Jackson back, and let's see if we can get Vaso dead on the show. Man.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get them on the show.
All right, man. We out of here.
We out of there, man. That's we're gonna wrap it up right now.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and